Factorize. Factorization of polynomials. How to factorize a quadratic polynomial? Let's see in this video. So here is a quadratic polynomial. To factorize that polynomial, first of all you have to know what is product term, what is sum term. So in this expression, which is a product term? Which is a product term? And which is the sum? Sum term. Always the middle term, that which comes with x, is the sum term. So here the sum is 11x. Sum term is 11x. The middle term which comes with x is the sum term. And the product term. Product term is the product of this x square and the constant. So the number which comes with the coefficient of x square, you have to take that and the constant. If you multiply this x square coefficient and the constant, you will come to know what is the product term. So the product term of this expression is 6 multiplied by 3. 6 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 18. So here the product term is 18 and the sum term is 11x. See, if you take this expression, which is 2x square plus 7x plus 5. So in this, the product is 2 multiplied by 5. The product term is 10. And the sum will be the middle 7. So once if you know the product term and the sum term, the next step, you have to factorize this expression. So to factorize this expression, first the product term is 18, right? The product term of this expression is 18. So you have to find the factors of 18. What are the factors of 18? See, take the product term which is 18 and find the factors of 18. What are the factors of 18? Factors of 18 are 1 and 18. 2 and 9, 2 9s are 18. Then 3 6 are 18. So after finding the factors, after listing out the factors, check which of these factors, the sum of which two factors gives this sum term. If you add 1 and 18, will you get the sum? No. If you add 2 and 9, will you get the sum? Yes. 2 plus 9 is equal to 11. Is it or no? 2 plus 9 is equal to 11. So on adding these two factors, we will get the sum term, which is 11x. 2x plus 9x is equal to 11x. So don't take these factors, you have to take only these factors, which is 2 and 9. So next, we are going to factorize this method by splitting the middle term. Actually, there are two methods. One is splitting the middle term, other by factor theorem you can factorize. Now I will show you how to factorize by splitting the middle term. So here the middle term is 11x. We have to split it. So let's do that. So the next step is take the 6x square, write as it is. Then the middle term. Middle term you have to split it. That we are going to factorize by this method, splitting the middle term. So let's split the middle term. Here the middle term is 11x. You are going to split it with the help of these factors. So here 6x square. Then instead of writing 11x, write using these factors, which is 2 and 9. So let's write 9x as 2x plus 9x. Okay, so you have split the middle term 11x as 2x and 9x. Then the constant will remain the same. So the x square term and the constant term will be same. Only the middle term is splitted. Middle term is split with the help of the factors which we have identified. For this product term 18, we have identified the factors 2 and 9 whose sum is equal to this 11x, the sum term. So just split using these two factors, 2x plus 9x. Next step, you have to take the common among these two terms, the first term, second term. Here in these two terms which is common, Both are the multiples of 2. So take 2. See, 6 is a multiple of 2. 2 is a multiple. So take 2 common. Then both the term has x. So take x also common outside. After taking 2x from the first term, the remaining is 3x. Right? So if you multiply these two, you have to get this. Yes, 2x multiplied by 3x is the first term, 6x square. Then second term, come to the second term. Here 2x already we have taken it outside. So it means that only 1. You can verify whether your answer is correct or not just by multiplying. If you multiply these two, you have to get the first term. Then if you multiply these two, you have to get the second term. If it is correct, then you're correct. You can move on to the next. Next, take this same and write here. That is whatever you got here, that is 3x plus 1, write it here. After that, now we have deal with the first and the second for this two, right? For this, we have to deal with the third and the fourth term. So here the third term is 9x. Inside the bracket 3x is there. So what we have to write here? 3x multiplied by what gives you 9x? 3x multiplied by 3 gives 9x, right? So you have to write here 3. See, if you multiply these two, you have to get the third term. Yes, 3 multiplied by 3x is what? 9x. Correct. Next, if you multiply this and this, you have to get the last term, fourth term. So 3 multiplied by 1, 3. Then it's correct. Again, you can check whether this step is correct or not by doing this. See, if you multiply these two, it's your first term. 2x into 3x, 6x square. Then if you multiply these two, it's your second term. Then if you multiply these two, it's your third term. If you multiply these two, it's your fourth term. If it is correct, then you can move on to the next step. Next step is take this common one. What is that? 3x plus 1 inside the bracket, right? Take that one. This is one of the factor of this expression. The other factor is this one, the numbers which is outside the bracket. So what is here? 2x. Write that. Then what is here? Plus 3. So inside the bracket, what is that? That you have to take it as common one. Then the remaining factor is this 2x plus 3. So these are the two factors of this expression. So done. That's it. Finished. So how to factorize an expression by splitting the middle term method. For that, take the product term, then take the sum term, then find the factors of the product term, then check which factors summation gives you this sum term. After finding that, just split the middle term like using the factors. Then take it common and then write. You will get the factors. That's it. Next example is 8t square plus 4t minus 4. Here the product term. Product term is 8 into 4. 8 multiplied by minus 4. You have to take with the sign. 8 multiplied by minus 4. 8 multiplied by minus 4, which is equal to minus 32. And the sum term. Sum term is this 4. 40. Now, next step, you have to split the middle term, and for that you have to find the factors of this minus 32. So what are the factors of minus 32? 132, the sum will not be 4. And 2 and 16, sum will not be 4. Then 4 into 8, yes. 4 multiplied by 8, it's 32. And you have to get minus 32. So let's put the minus sign here. If you put minus 4 multiplied by 8, it's minus 32. And some term should be plus 4, right? And if you add this, minus 4 plus 8, if you add this, it is equal to plus 4. So the factors of minus 32 is minus 4 plus 8. You have to take these factors and let's split the middle term. This 8t square, and instead of this 40, you have to write this one. Minus 40 plus 8t. Then the constant will be same. The t square, that term, and the constant term will be same. Only the middle term will be splitted by the factors. Next. What is common among the first and the second term? That is, they are multiples of 4. So let's take 4. And both has t. So let's take t. The remaining is 2t. So if you multiply these two, you have to get 8t square. Then 4t is already here, only the sign, so minus 1. If you multiply these two, the first term, if you multiply these two, the second term. And the same will come here, right? So you have to write the same here. After that, to get the third term, see 2t multiplied by 4 is 8t. And it's plus sign. Then, if you multiply these two, you have a third term. If you multiply these two, you have fourth term. If it is correct, then you can move on to the next step. Take the common one, which is 2t minus 1. This is one of the factor. Other factor is this one. 4t plus 4. You will take the common as one factor. Remaining is this number and this. 4t plus 4. After that, see here, you can take this one in this both are multiples of 4. You can take it out. So if you divide this expression by 4, you will get t plus 1. That's it. Instead of factorizing by splitting the middle term, you can also do by this way. That is, after finding the factors of the product term, what you have to do is, here the t square comes with the coefficient 8, right? So you have to write 8 t, don't write t square, write it as 8t. The coefficient will be same, and instead of writing t square, write t. Then, what is the first factor? Minus 4, write minus 4. Next, 8t, this 8t will be same. Then this minus 4 is the first factor, another factor is plus 8. So plus 8. Then, after writing this, you have to just write this one only. Next step, here from the in this factor, there are multiples of 4. So you can take 4, you can divide this factor by 4. If you divide this by 4, you will get, that is, if you divide this by 4, you will get 2t minus 1. And here, both are multiples of 8, you can divide by 8. So if you divide it by 8, you will get t plus 1. So that's all. So you have done only 2 steps. After finding the factors, only 2 steps you will get the factors. So this is another method. You can also factorize the expression by this way. That is, after finding the factors of the product term, you can write the factors direct. Minus 4 and plus 8. And here this 8t is this one. The coefficient of t square, you have to take 8 and don't write it as square, you have to write it as only t. So 8t this factor, then 8t this factor. Then if you have a common thing, then you can divide it and tell the factors. That's it. For this expression, the product term is 4. You have to multiply this 4 and 1, which is equal to 4. And the sum term is minus 4. Product is plus 4 and sum is minus 4. Then you have to find the factors of this product term, which is 4. And 4 factors are 1 and 4. If you take 1 and 4, the sum will not be this 4. So let's take the other factor, which is 2 and 2. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, and on addition you will get this sum term 4. So you can take this factors 2 and 2, and you have to get the plus 4 as product, and here minus 4. So if these two are negative signs, minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 plus 4, the product term. And minus 2 plus minus 2 will be minus 4, the sum term. So the factors are minus 2 and minus 2. Minus 2 and minus 2. So by splitting the middle term, first take this one 4y square, and instead of minus 4y, you have to write it as minus 2y minus 2y. Then the constant remains same. And you have to take the common one. Both are multiples of 2. Let's take 2 outside. Then y is there in 2 terms, so take y. So after taking 2y, the remaining is here 2 and y. So if you multiply this 2y and 2y, you will get 4y square. Then 2y is already there and only the sign. So let's put minus and then 1. So if you multiply 2y multiplied by minus 1 is minus 2y. Then you have to take and write the same here, 2y minus 1. After that, the third and the fourth term. So here 2y is there, the minus sign is not. So let's put the minus sign and 1. So if you multiply minus 1 multiplied by 2y is minus 2. Then minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 plus 1. Correct. Then move on to the next step. Take the common one, which is 2y minus 1. The remaining is this 2y minus 1. So these are the factors. This we have done by splitting the middle term. The another way, alternate way is like this. So for writing the another method is, this is the another method. Yes. So you have to take here, if it is, the expression is this 4y square minus 4y plus 1. So for that, take the y square term. In this y square term, what is the coefficient of y square? 4, right? So write 4 and you have to write only y. Don't write 4y square. 4y. That is this term, but not y square. You have to write only y. Next, what is the first factor? Minus 2. Like that, direct. Next, this 4y, same. Then, which is the second factor? Minus 2. Then, if you can divide the expression, you can divide it. So, this expression can be divided by 2 and this expression can be divided by 2. So, just divide it. 4y divided by 2 is 2y. Then, 2 divided by 2 is 1. Then, 4y divided by 2 is 2y and it's minus 1. So, that's it. So, by this alternate method, you can find the answer in just 2 steps.
Like